Greetings, welcome to Facts About Everything. I'm your host, James Egan. Although Batman has some terrifying villains, like Bane and the Joker and Two-Face, some people see the Riddler as just a prankster, one of Batman's sillier supervillains. But the Riddler is not to be underestimated. In fact, according to Batman, the Riddler is his smartest rival. That's right, he's smarter than the Joker, Bane, or Ra's al Ghul. And that is the first fact about the Riddler. Let's dive in. He debuted in Detective Comics number 140 in 1948. I know what you're thinking. You know what his name is. Everybody knows what the Riddler's name is. Edward Nygma, as in E-Nygma. No, that's not his name. His name is Edward Nashton. Not so clever now, are you? The Riddler has a photographic memory. When he was a boy, his father was jealous of Edward's vast intelligence. When Edward did well in school, his father assumed he cheated, and so beat his son viciously. Edward insisted that he was telling the truth. To prove this, Edward developed a psychological disorder which makes him incapable of lying. He has to confess to any wrongdoing he commits. Of course, everyone has to lie, because if you didn't, you get in trouble all the time. After years of psychological damage, he realized he could get around this by answering any accusation with a riddle.
Riddle me this, riddle me that. Who's afraid of the big black bat?
I just realized something for the first time in my entire life. Why does a Riddler wear a mask? He doesn't even have a secret identity. Even if he did, that's the tiniest mask ever. That's the worst disguise I've ever seen in my life.
Nygma has a tattoo of a large question mark on his neck and torso. He's played by Frank Gorshin in the 1966 TV series, Batman.
Nuts to you!
That's how people used to act in the 1960s.
He was also played by John Aston in several episodes.
Well, he knows and we know that the caked crusaders are defunct, departed, demised, dead.
Aston is best known for playing Gomez in the 1964 TV series, The Addams Family. He's played by Corey Michael Smith in the show Gotham.
I strike where you lie, death's gentle cousin. The answer's sleep, and... It's polite to let people finish.
And obviously he's played by Jim Carrey in Batman Forever. Don't worry, we'll get to him. He used to work with a supervillain, Arthur Brown, better known as Clue Master. He left clues to his crimes. Unlike the Riddler, they were not riddles. Riddler grew tired of Clue Master as he believed Arthur stole his gimmick. When he first came to Arkham Asylum, he was transferred into a different cell every day so he couldn't formulate a plan to escape. He often teases Batman by saying, "Riddle me this, riddle me that." DC Comics sued a Texan band in 1996 for calling themselves Riddle Me This. He is voiced by Conan O'Brien in the Lego Batman movie. Also, let me know if you want to do a video about the Lego Batman movie. The Riddler is so intelligent, he actually deduced Batman's identity. This didn't last long though. The Riddler was struck in the head by the Shining Knight, which left him with brain damage. When he came to, he had forgotten key memories, including the secret identity of Batman. However, he also seemed to be cured of his obsession with riddles. He abandoned his villainous ways and became a private detective. On top of that, when he reformed, he worked on several cases with Batman. While Batman and Riddler were on the way to a case, Riddler pointed out that this is the first time he was in the Batmobile while he was conscious. But because comics, unsurprisingly the Riddler reverted back to his villainous ways. DC Comics rebooted under the banner The New 52 in 2011. When this happened, a lot of characters were tweaked, including the Riddler, who was made far more sinister. In the 2014 story 0 Year, which by the way, definitely read that, he took control of the entirety of Gotham. If anyone tried to leave or enter Gotham, he would activate a death cloud, killing everyone in the city. In this reboot, the Riddler's first riddle was, there are two sisters, each gives birth to the other. Who are they? The answer is day and night. When he took over Gotham, he renamed the year as 0 Year, stating that it was the beginning of a new age, the age of knowledge. The Riddler stated that he would release everyone from 0 Year if they asked him a riddle he couldn't answer. He does this every day, which gives the people plenty of opportunities to win their freedom. However, if he answers correctly, they are sentenced to death. He has contacted the Gotham police force many times to tell him a riddle that will help him solve a crime he is about to commit. However, many people make prank phone calls to the police by pretending to be the Riddler. To get around this, the Riddler uses a code word. When he calls the police, he says, Oedipus, to prove it is in fact him. The Riddler chose his word because it was the ancient Greek Oedipus who solved the riddle of the Sphinx. He absolutely adores the magician Harry Houdini. His love of Houdini has made the Riddler study escapology for decades. Over time, the Riddler has gained a reputation for being one of the greatest escape artists of all time. Like Batman, he has incredible deductive skills and has a reputation for his analytic ability. In this reboot, Edward Nygma's backstory was tweaked, so he was a former employee for Bruce Wayne. The Riddler has a daughter called the Riddler's Daughter. Readers thought the name was pretty unoriginal, so it was changed to Enigma. She's a superhero and works with the Teen Titans. Like her father, she's obsessed with mind games, puzzles, and riddles. The Riddler usually has a wooden cane with a question mark on the handle. It has a remote control built into it, which Riddler uses to activate traps. He is voiced by John Glover in the 1997 animated series, The New Batman Adventures. Glover also played Lex Luthor's father, Lionel, in the TV show, Smallville. He is voiced by Dave Franco in the 2010 animated series, Young Justice.
I am flora, not fauna. I am foliage, not trees. What am I?
Franco is best known for his roles in Now You See Me, 21 Jump Street, and The Disaster Artist. He is voiced by Robert Englund in the 2004 animated series, The Batman.
You're here, at the very bitter end.
Englund is best known for playing Freddy Krueger in A Nightmare on Elm Street. It's also worth mentioning that Robert Englund voices the Scarecrow in Injustice 2. The Riddler brags that he can guess any riddle correctly. On some occasions, he has guessed riddles correctly, even if the person who asked them made them up. Okay, you knew this was coming. Let's get to it. Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey played the Riddler in Batman Forever. He broke 12 canes while he was practicing his cane twirling. Michael Jackson wanted to play the Riddler. In the original draft, Riddler's costume was a modified leprechaun suit. Jim Carrey designed most of his costumes. In the French-Canadian version, the Riddler is called the Sphinx. Jim Carrey wanted to shave a question mark into his scalp. At the last minute, he changed his mind as he was due in court for his divorce settlement. Yeah, that would have been a pretty bad idea. There's a very popular misconception that Robin Williams was offered the role of the Riddler in Batman Forever. This isn't really true. He was offered, but they were never going to give it to him. They just said that because they wanted Jim Carrey, and he was like, I'll think about it. They wanted him to take the part immediately. So to make Jim Carrey panic, they said, well, if you don't take it, we'll give it to Robin Williams. The thing is, Robin Williams never considered taking the role. He knew they were manipulating him because they did this before when they offered him the role of the Joker in Batman just to make Jack Nicholson say yes as quickly as possible. See, the Batman franchise is owned by Warner Bros. Studio. Robin Williams said he would have never taken the part because he would never accept any role for a Warner Bros. Studio film until they apologized for manipulating him for the 1989 film, Batman. I've already explained this in my Batman video. I'll leave a link at the end of this video if you want to check that out. And finally, as I said before, when the Riddler went to Arkham Asylum, they had to change him every cell. But that was years ago. Now he has a reputation of being the smartest person in Arkham Asylum, so they have to take even more precautions. When Riddler had to be transferred to a different asylum, the police couldn't risk taking him out of a cell since they were certain he would escape. To get around this, they transferred his entire cell while he was in it. Despite the safety precautions, he still escaped. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Please let me know if there's any other Batman villains, Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, Ra's al Ghul, the Penguin, Two-Face, you want me to do a video about, and I'll upload it as soon as possible. To learn more facts, check out my books on Amazon. They're available on paperback and Kindle. Thanks for watching. See you again.